Hey everyone, it's Lene. Today is Thursday, September 3rd, 2020. So I'm actually visiting Florida for a little while. This is the house that I grew up in. I moved here when I was 8 and I left home when I was 22. I've been here since last Saturday. There still aren't as many people flying right now. Both of my flights were probably about 2/3 full, and on each flight I had the entire row to myself, which was nice. But as per usual, getting ready for my trip was pretty stressful. Packing and just trying to prep for, to leave town for a while. And I always tell myself that my next trip will be a lot smoother, as far as getting things ready and packing everything. But each time it ends up being a stressful situation, and the day of, I'm actually running on very little sleep. But I'm sure I'm not alone in this. I'm sure there are other people who experience the same thing every single time. I guess this is one of those things that I just need to work on and continue to work at. I've watched videos on, managing stress while traveling, and, how to pack for a trip, things like that, but I'm not giving up on myself just yet. It is kind of nice having my parents' house to myself while I'm here, but it does feel odd at times because my parents are usually here whenever I come to visit. They're still out of town, doing some work on the house that they just bought, the other house, so I think they'll be returning probably later on this month sometime, but I'll be gone by then, so I won't get a chance to see them while I'm here. I did have some time with my older sister. She and my nephew picked me up from the airport last weekend, and we did some shopping on Sunday. I was shopping for mostly food and different things that I'll need while I'm here. I'm still trying to eat healthy while I'm on vacation, but every once in a while I do like to treat myself. There's no harm in that, right? But yeah, we try to social distance as much as possible. Whenever we're around each other, we wear our mask. It does feel kind of strange to me because we didn't even give each other hugs like we usually do because of COVID. But I know that my chances of actually getting COVID while flying are about 1 in 4,000. So that means I'm more likely not to actually get it. But yeah, my mom has I think both of my sisters scared. Everyone else seems to be over cautious about this. I'm not, though. I protect myself as much as I can. I practice good hygiene, but if I do get sick, the worst case scenario, I'm sick for a few days and then I'm better. But yeah, this is what we've all been dealing with this year, so I guess it's just one of those things that we have to get used to, at least for right now anyway. My younger sister and my other nephew, they're actually driving up this weekend from Orlando, so that'll be fun. It's Labor Day weekend, so we're all gonna spend some time together here, and I'm not sure exactly what we'll do, but I'd like to go to the beach at least twice while I'm here. It would be nice even one morning to drive out to the beach early and see the sunrise. I don't think I've ever done that since I've lived here. So that would be nice. A perfect way to start your day, right? But I'm really excited about seeing them because I haven't seen either of them since Christmas time 2018. So it's been almost 2 years, which is a long time. And I wasn't out to any of them at that time. I was on HRT though. I will admit though, it does get kind of lonely here at times, being alone in this house. I do different things, I work on different things, but I enjoy being around people sometimes too, even though I do value my alone time. But too much of it I don't think that's good for any of us. I do get a little paranoid at night. But my parents have a pretty nice alarm system, so that definitely gives me peace of mind. But this neighborhood is still pretty safe. I don't think anyone's had any issues here as far as I know. I know that when I lived here, you know, there were times when I would walk my dog at night and think nothing of it. Okay, I'm out of notes. You know, maybe I should stop making outlines for my video, but sometimes I get a little, you know, at a loss for words. I'm trying to take it easy as much as possible and not really think too much about, you know, my life back in Colorado. I do miss Colorado at times, though. It's different here, being in the South, and, you know, I haven't had any problems thus far, but, you know, I haven't really interacted with many people since I've been here. I did notice, though, that people tend to speak to you more. They're more likely to speak to you here than they are back in Colorado. Because when we were out on Sunday, you know, several people were speaking to us, and, you know, I could pass someone or, you know, be in the same area with someone for several minutes back home, and, you know, no one says a word to you. So having that southern hospitality is kind of nice, I guess. But while I'm here, you know, I really want to focus on myself. I know people say this all the time, but I really want to. It's a lot harder than you think because there's just so much going on right now, so many distractions, so many things to think about, so much uncertainty, but I'm trying to tune a lot of that out right now and really pay attention to things that matter most to me and people who matter most to me. I don't watch much TV back home, but I noticed that I'm watching a little bit more now than I usually do. There's a show on Netflix that I started watching a couple nights ago called All American. It's about this kid. He plays football, he transfers schools, and it seems like a pretty good show. It's been a while since, you know, I was in high school, and I've never really been that much into football, but it's a good show. I like it. It hasn't been that hot here, but I do sweat a lot more here than I do in Colorado where it's drier. I ran a couple of laps yesterday at the park, and, you know, I took an extra lap around, and I can usually dry off, you know, just by walking a lap. But even after walking 2 laps, I was still pretty sweaty, so yeah, the humidity is here, you know, it's pretty high. Doesn't bother me that much, though. I kind of like it. It's good for my skin. So I was in the laundry room this morning. On the nights when it would get cold, my dog would sleep in the laundry room when we had him. And I found this. Let's see here. It's one of my old lunch boxes. I don't know if you can see that. It's clear on the screen. Does anyone remember the GoBots? They were like the Transformers, but I guess not as popular. But they had a cartoon also, I remember. This was a long time ago. Some of you might not remember them, but this was mine. I got this for Christmas when I was about 6 years old in the 1st grade. And I remember my mom had it under the tree. It was before my parents had it under the tree. And I knew what it was while it was wrapped under the tree. So I kind of snuck a peek at it. I ripped some of the wrapping paper, and, you know, I had a lunchbox because before that I had a metal lunchbox, and those would often get rusty a lot. I don't know if I don't think they still make those. I don't even think they still make these. Oh, look! The tape's still in the back of it. I'd write my name on it. It's kind of faded. You can kind of see it. I don't think I ever told anyone what my previous name was, but this was it. I don't know if you can see that. Please don't refer to me by it. but the handle's missing. It broke. And I remember gluing it back on, but I don't know where it is now or what happened to it. But yeah, the GoBots. Yeah, brought back a lot of memories to my childhood. So, I'm here in Florida visiting. I'm supposed to be leaving, I think, on the 9th, but I might stay a little longer if I can. I flew on Southwest, so, they're pretty flexible with the dates. So, I'll have to go online and see if I can do that if I decide to stay longer. But it's hard because I don't have a vehicle while I'm out here, and I decided not to rent one while I'm here. I might change my mind later, I don't know. But, the money that I was going to use to rent a car while I was here, instead I used it to buy stock in Tesla. And I also bought stock in Apple as well when they did the stock split a couple days ago. And I thought the stock would go up immediately after that, but it's actually gone the other way. So I'm pretty sure in time, though, the stock will go back up again. And, having a car, it would be nice, but I'm going to see if I can borrow my sister's. She said that I could, but she hasn't mentioned it to me so far since I've been here. But I feel like I'm rambling right now, so I guess I'll go for this evening. So, to all a good day, and God bless.